right, Obed. You guys get a win. Just wanted to get your thoughts on where that could build up to be more than just one, and maybe something that consistently brings good play from here on out.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of positives in that game against Houston. Obviously, the goal, clean sheet, that's something to work off of. You know, our mentality is to go and win every game, no matter if it's home or away. So hopefully we can string another win, and we get that momentum going into the second half of the season and into Nations League.
The right back position usually creates a lot of overloads where Alex is the one that pushes up. Brian mentioned that with Cody, he's having him stay so you could get farther up the field. What have you thought about that change with Cody playing right back?
I think it's just Schmidt's just doing what he does best and trying to play to everyone's strengths. You know, he tries to make sure everyone's comfortable in their position, and I think one of Cody's strengths is defending, and one of my strengths I think is going forward, especially from a deeper line. So I think he's just trying to implement that into the team, and I think that's something that has worked. I mean, we haven't done it as much as we wanted to, and it hasn't come off as much times as we wanted it to. But I think there's something there, and I think it's a good thing.
What are your keys? I mean, without telling the secrets, but what are your keys whether to go up or not? You know what I'm saying?
I think just reading the space, knowing where Nico is, especially because he's usually in that pocket. But if he comes out of that pocket, then there's space in there for me to go in. And just reading the back line and how much time my teammate has on the ball. If he has a lot of time, and I'm going, you know, I'm flying into that space. I know he can hit me a good ball. Just knowing space, and also knowing if JP's behind me, because I can't go if JP's somewhere else, you know. So there's a lot of things that go into it, and I'm just trying to get better at it.
And then when you get the ball, kind of move, you know, the next sequence, then what are you looking for, right? Because you got two over there, you've got, you know, like you said, Ladero and everybody else cutting. What are you looking for there?
It depends on the ball, but if it's into space, I always try to first time cross into Raul, see if there's anyone in the box. If not, then I cut it back and try to keep possession, because there's a lot of times I feel we cross it without really any sense, anyone we're passing it to. So I think there was one play against Orlando where Nico hit me over the top, and I didn't see any clear pass, so I cut it back, and I was inside the box. I think that's something that's a good thing, you know, keep possession, if not just give it to the team and, you know, just let them clear it. But, you know, reading my teammates' movements, reading the pressure on me, and then making the best decision.
Are you getting more comfortable now? The more, you know, time you see with the, you know, game time, in terms of reading that, and everybody comfortable with getting some sense of where everybody's going to be. And it changes every minute in a game.
I think it's still fairly new. I think we've only been started doing it like for these last 3 games when me and Cody have been playing together. But I think there's a lot of improvement to do. Sometimes me and Nico are sometimes in the same spot, or sometimes it's not clear. The spacing isn't right. So it's not really on. It's something we need to keep working on. You know, we try to work on it every day here in training, especially between me, Nico, and Cody, so we can get better on the field. You know, read each other's movements, know each other's tendencies.
What's that moment like? You know, when you're in the same space and you see Nico and you're like, uh-oh.
Yeah, well, I try not to, because, you know, I try to leave space for Nico and let him play his game.
Right.
You know, he's a 10, so, you know, when I catch myself, I try to get out, you know, as quick as possible and try to leave that space for him. But, you know, sometimes it happens, and he knows it, and he'll just let me know.
What were your thoughts on your performance against Houston? And, you know, that midfield with Arthur and Caicedo that just maybe plays a little bit differently than with Hector Herrera's in there?
I thought it was good. I thought they were causing us some problems. I think it was their 8 was going out wide on touchline. And, you know, Nico is a different player than Christian, so it was causing us some problems, me and JP, to go and affect that player. But I think we figured it out, and I think we dominated for lapses, and something to build off of. It's not the perfect game. We had some turnovers and some bad pressing moments where they got through us super easily. But we try to look at that in the video and keep working.
Vancouver Whitecaps has some really good moments this season. What are your expectations on this road game?
We feel they're going to be a really good counterattacking team. So we know we have to be clean on the ball and finish plays off. Don't give them a chance to run at our goal, especially when we're in their final third. Make sure we end on a goal kick or a corner, something, ball goes out, so then we can set up easier. But sometimes there is going to be those transition moments, and me and JP just have to be in the right spot to break it down.
Back-to-back games on the road. LAFC loses. Are you guys looking at the standings and where you guys are at, and how important it is that now you guys get a chance to maybe get ahead?
Yeah, we got some pretty good results yesterday, I feel. So there's another motivation to keep going and get higher in